let's give it a shot. Going live for the first time. I want to try to start doing this, every now and then, just to come across if I have thoughts, any related 2A current event, stuff like that. But let's give it a shot. Welcome to the channel. This is All Things Cinco EDC. I'm Cinco. If anybody cares why my nickname is Cinco, let me know. I can tell you why. But just wanted to come to you guys because I was every now and then little videos pop up and it makes you think of something. So I seen a video, not to criticize the person. Everybody's got their own style of carrying guns. But I seen a video of somebody chambering 2 guns to put them into shoulder holsters to go into the store. And it made me think of a few things. So I just wanted to come across to you guys. But first and foremost, made me think of people that, and I know it's huge in the gun world. What gun am I going to carry today? Or what gun is in my rotation? Or they buy a new gun and, hey, I'm going to throw this in my rotation. So I have some criticisms. I say yes and no. Yes and no as far as whether or not should somebody have a rotation, a gun rotation for their E.D.C. And I'll tell you why. I would say yes as far as if you're going to carry 2 guns of the same lineup, let's say 2 Glocks, 2 SIGs, 2 1911s, 2 whatever, 2 Canics, 2 Tor, whatever gun brand you carry. If you're going to keep it within the same lineup, I would say, yeah, go for it. If you're not going to keep it within the same lineup, I would advise against it depending on the lineups. And I'll tell you why. I have here, I brought these here purposely for this video. I have here my SIG P365, and I have here, which this used to be my E.D.C, but I don't know if you guys saw a while back, I did a video on a Glock 48, which was a early iteration of the Glock 48. And the way that thing shot convinced me to get this one, which is the Glock 48 MOS, which this is now my new daily carry. So I brought them out here for a specific reason. They're both 1 SIG, 1 Glock for that specific reason. Because the video I saw actually, and that's why it triggered it. If they had different guns, it probably wouldn't have reminded me of it. But since I'm personally familiar with SIG and Glock, I saw that person had a Glock on one side and a SIG on the other side. And I personally not a fan of it, and I'll tell you why. So if you're carrying a gun every single day for self-defense, you need every single little bit of advantage and training that you can get. And you need to be a master with that specific firearm that you're going to carry with. So I'm a fan of, if I carry the same gun every day in the same style, in the same position, and similar clothing, as far as you can control. Obviously, you're not going to wear the same thing every day, but similar routine with that firearm, you can train to the highest level possible. And when you're carrying E.D.C, it's implied that it's for self-defense. If you ever have to come across an encounter where you have to defend your life with lethal force, which a gun is lethal force, you want to have every tactical advantage you can. So training with the same gun every single day makes you better at it. You don't want to be a jack of all trades, master of none. Okay, so there's people that carry, every Monday I carry this one, every Tuesday I carry this one, every Wednesday I carry that one. Not a fan of that. And I'll tell you why. The main reason is because if you look at this one here, here's the SIG and here's the Glock. If you look at the grip angles on these things, and SIG sticks with their grip angle. Every brand is, for the most part, going to stick with. I don't know of any brand or any Glock manufacturer that changes their grip angle for a different model. They all have similar. If you look at this one leans way further back than this one does. This is a more straight up angle. If I put them on top of each other, let's see, I want to keep the slides lined up. As you can see, they're both empty. They're both in safety check, so you guys can sleep at night. Trying to keep them lined up. Okay, you see that grip angle there? See how this one sticks out much further than this one because of the way this one leans back? That's the Glock grip angle. This is the SIG grip angle. It might not seem like a huge difference, but when you do the same thing every single day, Your body starts to develop muscle memory, which is what you want to do. It gives you a tactical advantage as far as being able to repeat results. And the better you can repeat those results, the better you are with that firearm. And you start to develop, your mind develops neurological pathways, which is the official term for muscle memory. And you start being able to point and draw. If you do dry fire, we should do every day. Admittedly, I don't do it every day. Sometimes I just throw that thing on. Hey, I'm late for work. But the more you do that, the more you build muscle memory. And the more you can just draw this thing and be on target. And things that you don't even think about subconsciously, you'll be able to repeat. You don't have to. Now, when you dry fire, you want to subconsciously train your brain to do the right thing and train out the bad habits. There's lots of ways you can do it. You can just put a red dot, actually right here on the wall. I have Mantis X targets that I never take down from the wall in case I ever want to train. That's my training target. So repeatability produces better results. So upon dry firing, you want your level of draw to be so proficient that you can do it without thinking about it. In a self-defense situation, that's what you want. So if it ever came down to it, you can draw, and the day you ever have to defend yourself, your body is going to lean on its worst level of training. So you want your worst level of training to be enough to defend your own life. And when it comes to self-defense, every second counts. So you want to be as fast as possible. Now, when you switch, people say, I'm going to carry this gun this day and this gun that day, your body is going to be thrown off. Your body doesn't have switches where you can say, okay, I have a preset. My body's going to have a preset to where I know I'm carrying a SIG. So when I'm so used to drawing in a specific position, by the time you go to pull this one out, if you go to shoot this one next, your draw is going to be off. And chances are, in a self-defense situation, as much as you might want to think that you're going to be in an ideal situation where everything goes good, it may not. You're probably going to have to point and shoot. You're probably going to have to just kind of get out there, and you're going to want to shoot as fast as you can because you're going to be in a moment of desperation. And you're going to want to point and shoot and be able to hit what you want. Hopefully in that time you've trained enough to where you can come out, line up your sights, line up your red dot, whatever it is that you have on your gun. Red dot is the way to go. In my opinion, I still train iron sights, but red dot's the way to go. You're going to point and shoot. So you want this muscle memory to get you there most of the way, and then you fine tune as you're in the process of defending your life. So if you don't believe me, go out to the range one day, take out 2 different angled weapons, 2 different grip angle guns, and shoot one 10 times back to back. Draw, shoot, draw, shoot, draw, shoot. Do it quickly, and then pull the next one out. You're going to see that your body already memorized that first one. No matter which order you do it in, the body's like that. It adapts like that. It's going to get used to that first one. By the time you get to the second one, your pointing is going to be off different. Obviously, you can fix it, but when it comes to a self-defense situation, you want to come out of that holster on point. And another thing is about the video. It looks cool on YouTube to have multiple guns on you when you're going out to the grocery store. Looks like a cool thing to do. But I would advise, I think, I'm not sure, never even thought about it before, made me question, I'm a right-handed shooter. How would this person go about drawing left-handed? Unless they're ambidextrous, left-handed. How would this person go about pulling out with their offhand, getting into the right hand? I mean, I don't know if it's an advisable thing to do. I'm honest, I don't know. Never thought about it until I saw that video. But I would say a better way to do it would be get so good with your everyday carry and take 5 mags. I mean, unless you're going to go into that situation and you're going to pull out bad boy style and go 2. I'm not sure how you'd go about doing that. So I'd be curious if anybody has a point of view that I'm not aware of. Let me know. But as far as I know, it's much better to defend yourself with one that you've mastered and get out there if you need multiple magazines. Chances are, in a self-defense situation, it's very rare that somebody even gets to a spare mag, which is really why, shout out to John Correa. I actually, from watching Active Self-Protection, because I like to watch real life encounters. So if you haven't watched that channel is very good for training your mind and seeing different scenarios and maybe bringing up issues that you never thought before. So if you've never watched that channel, Active Self-Protection, I recommend it 100%. But I've his conclusions out of, I forgot what he said, 30,000 encounters. He's never seen anybody defend themselves with a spare magazine. I think maybe in one situation somebody picked up or had to pull out a spare magazine and got like 2 rounds in. Don't quote me on it. I haven't seen it in a while, but I do remember that that's the reason why I, for the most part, stopped carrying a spare mag, because chances are you weren't going to have to use it. Now carry one with 15 to 20 rounds. That should get you out of whatever situation you're in. So I can't imagine what somebody would do with 2 different pistols. I mean, I understand having a backup, but most EDC people aren't carrying 2 guns. Maybe this person was just doing it for YouTube. Who knows? But looked like a pretty legitimate setup. It was a jacket on with 2 shoulder holstered guns, both with 1 in the chamber. I mean, what do I know? But anyways, I can't imagine it would be a practical thing to do. But yeah, just wanted to come to you guys with that. Just a couple opinions, ranting or whatever. But yeah, I would recommend against carrying different guns on different days. It's hard to master them all. As far as you're always going to be better with one, get the one you're the best with, get every tactical advantage you can. Get the one that you shoot the best with, react the best with, draw the best with. Now, if you can train to be better with another one, then I say you throw that not so much in the rotation, but stick to that one. You can be glad that you got real good with one when the day comes. So yeah, that was it. Just wanted to come to you guys with that. Like I said, this used to be my carry. I don't carry her much anymore unless I need something that's much smaller. This thing is tiny and fantastic. The P365, and this one's the P365X. So slightly bigger on the handle, same short barrel. So if you haven't seen the video on this one, this is on the channel too. I used to think this was the best, but I got really used to carrying this one. 15 rounds, the skinny mini. I call her skinny Glock 19. So this thing right here is the one I shoot the best with. The other ones, I'll take them out every now and then just to get them out the safe and bust off some dust. But yeah, get really good with one. Get one that you can repeat results and be proficient with that one. So until next time, I love you guys. Always remember, Jesus Christ is King. Nothing else in this life matters if your eternity is not in Christ. So I love you guys. Any questions you have, feel free to reach out. Anybody that has any comments on it, I've always said at the beginning, I wanted this channel to be like a community thing eventually. And I like being a student of whatever topic we're discussing. So anybody that has comments, there's a million of people that shoot better than me, know more than me, and can do better than me. And I'd love to learn from them people as well. I like being a student. I never want to stop being a student. So some of these people don't have YouTube channels. They don't have any kind of platform where they get on to teach and stuff like that, but they have the wisdom. Hey, throw it in there. Feel free to throw it in there. I love knowledge. I love wisdom. I love bringing up points that this poor brain has never even thought of. So throw it in there. Let's all learn from each other. Maybe one day we'll even, I'll have enough people watching where I can engage in a comment or two. But until that point, yeah, just throw it in there. Let's talk about it. I love you guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.